My name is Yane, Yeine. In my people's way, I am Yen Dao Shi Kenneth Tai Wor Somem Kenna Dar. That's her name. So yeah, it's like a lot, like right away. It's just a lot. Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you guys so much for clicking on today's video. So I have this massive trilogy here by N.K. Jemisin. It is called the Inheritance Trilogy. And so basically this is 3 books in one paperback. Do you see this? This is what I aspire to do. This is what I aspire to be able to create and put out into the world. So this right here is like amazing. N.K. Jemisin herself is a well-renowned author. She is the winner of a whole bunch of prizes. I've actually never read a book by N.K. Jemisin. This will be my first book of hers, but that's not really like a shocker or a surprise because to tell you the truth, I have not read a lot of books. I, like most of my peers, hate reading, okay? It's not something that I enjoy spending my time doing, but obviously I'm trying to write a book, so I feel like I should be able to read a book. You know what I mean? And it's really not that bad. It's not as bad as you think it is. Once you start to get into it and like enjoy a book, it's actually fun. I promise. Let's get started. I have my notebook here, which I'm going to be dedicating this notebook to like book reviews. I'll show you guys. I don't even know what it says. Oh, it says soul searching. I really like it. I liked the color. I thought it was cute. And I like the sun on it. I think that's cute as well. And so it's just a lined notebook. And this is what I'm going to use to do my reviews in. I've already used it for doing reviews of like the Bible, but it's now going to be for books. Inheritance Trilogy. And there is absolutely nothing written down. Yes, that is true. There's absolutely nothing written down because you know what? I had such a hard time with this. So let me break it down. Let me talk about what it's even about, right? Okay, so the main character, her name is Yane. I don't know how to say her name. My name is Yane, Yeine. In my people's way, I am Yen Dao Shi Kenneth Tai Wor Somem Kenna Dar. That's her name. So yeah, it's like a lot, like right away. It's just a lot. And I was surprised that N.K. Jemisin, I guess, kind of like wrote it this way. And I was honestly surprised at how much like setting building there was taking place in the beginning of this book. I mean, it's massive, so I can understand why she wanted to paint a picture of the setting right away. Hopefully the plot is going to thicken and get deeper. But yeah, it was a lot of setting building like right away in the introduction. So if somebody is like new to fantasy, I probably wouldn't recommend this book because this is probably everything you don't want when you're like being introduced to a fantasy novel. You don't just want like a history lesson of the world, but that's what you get right away in this book. Yane is giving you kind of a breakdown of her people and her people's way because she has just been invited by her grandfather, who is of the Ameri people. And these people are the most prominent family in their world, and they live in a palace called Sky, which is floating, or maybe not floating, we don't know, but it's floating above another city named Sky. Yes. Okay, and so then Yin goes to Sky to meet with her grandfather, and her grandfather then gives her a proposition, and he's like, look, you need to do this or else. And Yane's like, oh, I was not expecting that. I need to go home. I can't stay here. And he's all like, no, you gotta stay here. And so now she's doing something that she was not ready or prepared for. And she's being thrown into it. So it's kind of like this idea of inheritance, right? There's something there for her. It's part of her inheritance for who she is, who her grandfather is. But now she's kind of like fighting for her life. Now, the interesting thing is there are 3 gods being controlled by her grandfather's family, okay? And one of the gods named Nahadoth or Nahadar, I don't remember, but him, something with an N, he is like supposed to be this scary, dark, sort of nothingness. Like if you think of the abyss before what Judaism believes is like God coming in and building the world, right? So if you think of like the abyss or nothing before the world was formed, that's the idea of Nahadar or Nahadoth. I don't remember. But him, he is supposed to be like this really scary God, and the person that is in control of him doesn't like Yang, the main character. So just like kind of think of that. Think of the drama that can create right away. You just come to this palace for the first time, visiting your grandfather who summoned you to this event, who's now telling you that you must fight for your life and stay here to receive your inheritance. And there's somebody in control of the most evil god, or my wrist just cracked. And there's somebody within the palace that's controlling this evil god that's not on your team and trying to fight against you. So like right away, I'm hooked. That's like, oof. I love it. Like I love a dark fantasy. I love sort of that sexy, you know, like coupleism or romance. That's kind of like, because like, come on, there's no way there's not going to be romance between the two. You know, that's just my guess. I don't know, but this is my guess so far. Like, there's no way. And so like, I like that. I like the bad boy, you know, bad god, whatever it is, that's like sexy and like dark. You know, like me and everybody else, okay? Not everybody else, I shouldn't say, because I want to know, are you team Stefan or team Damon? Because if you're team Stefan, you probably don't feel me. But if you're team Damon, you feel me, right? Like we like that bad boy, dark, ooh, like change for me type of vibe, okay? We don't like him to be good when we meet him. That is way off topic. But anyways, so it's really exciting. I'm excited. I will say one of the gods in here, his name is Sia, his name. I say his loosely because N.K. Jemisin is one of those authors that like gender roles, all that stuff, she throws that shit out the window. Like there is no he and her. Like she's like hip to the way things are today, where, you know, there's no such thing as like gender roles. And so I say he loosely, but this god of hers that she's created in this book, his name is Sia, I think. And he is not what you are expecting at all. Took a left turn. I was like, what? Like right away, we learn Sia's sort of true identity or other identity. And it's just like insane and really well done. And it hooked me. The thing that turned me off and why I'm having like such a hard time even making this review is because I didn't really like it. Like the things that I'm saying about it, as I speak about it, I'm like, oh, that sounds so good. But just like actually reading it, it felt again, like it was just like really heavy in the setting building. It felt like, oh my God, I hate what I'm saying right now, but it felt like an amateur was like writing this. Like if I were to write this book in the beginning, like it was just a lot of like, this flower represents this city. Like, come on, I don't need all that right now. You know what I mean? So I was surprised at how like descriptive it was. But when I think about it, you know, it is a pretty big book. So I'm hoping that just means the plot, oh my God, my body is like cracking. That just means the plot is going to like thicken. Some of the reviews on this book talk about how like one of the reviews straight up in the beginning of the book says the plot complicated but clear. Can something be complicated and clear? I don't think so. I think that, like, I guess, but I don't know. I just was kind of like, And then the interaction between Nahador, oh my God, what is this motherfucker's name? Nahadoth, that's his name. Nahadoth, okay? I looked. The interaction between Nahadoth and Yan was just so cringy and corny, and I was just like not expecting it at all. I was like, what the fuck just happened? Why did he do that? So yeah, that's why I'm kind of like, I don't know, but I'm going to keep reading. I'm actually, now that I've done this review, really excited to finish this book and give you guys a breakdown. If you've read this book before, comment below, because it would be really interesting to see what you thought of this book. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. I don't know why I just did that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.